The human genome. Today we can find clues to disease in this sequence of DNA because someone showed us how to sequence DNA. We can recombine sections of DNA to produce therapies because someone showed us how to recombine DNA. Someone did both. Paul Berg. He grew up in Brooklyn, the oldest son of immigrants, and skipped 2 grades by the time he entered high school. The science club was run by a stockroom supervisor, Sophie Wolf, who taught Paul the thrill of discovering answers himself. And discover he did. In Copenhagen, a new enzyme. At Washington University, a new class of biological compounds. In 1959, Paul moved to Stanford, reuniting with his former professor, Arthur Kornberg.
Paul gave me the opportunity of working with him on an idea he had for DNA sequencing, which few will know, but did actually lay the basis for the modern method of DNA sequencing.
But Paul wasn't done. In the early 1970s, his team succeeded in inserting a tiny bit of foreign DNA into SV40 DNA, the first recombined DNA.
It created a new paradigm of being able to construct new kinds of DNA molecules in the test tube. And I think if we reflect back on it, that's what changed the mindset of many people.
It's allowed us to do genetic testing. It has allowed us ultimately to sequence the human genome.
It earned Paul the Nobel Prize and created the field of genetic engineering. Today, over 100 recombinant DNA products treat everything from hepatitis to anemia to diabetes. But still, Paul had more to offer. He became a voice for science. When his DNA experiments raised ethical concerns, he chaired the historic Asilomar Conference, urging scientists to set guidelines. And he shared science with the public, co-writing a series of books with another passionate educator, fellow scientist Maxine Singer.
Paul is a remarkable scientist who sees things with a particular kind of vision and insight, so I learned a tremendous amount by working with him.
And having pioneered molecular and genetic research, Paul then built a home for them, the Beckman Center. Even securing the funding, where others see an empty hole, he feels that familiar thrill of discovery about to happen.
I think Stanford is a great place, and I've experienced that elation that comes from discovery. I've been surrounded over 50 years by exceedingly bright, talented young people. So it's been a fun place.